Okay, I got sick of making those videos, so I'm just gonna say it all because if I fucking forget something, then I gotta make another video, and I'm just sick of it. And if these people think that I am gonna go through and become a nervous fucking wreck again, let me just guess. Was it hearing that I hadn't gotten rid of all my cancer and that I'm not cancer free that inspired you to start spreading some fucking lie that I'm a pedophile? I didn't say that about little kids. I said it about her daughter's mother, which I didn't want to say your name. Your daughter's mother, whatever. I didn't want to say your daughter's name. I was excellent enough. And do you know why that whole video isn't up anymore? Because when I, was doing the whole, which I still am, doing the whole road to forgiveness and accountability, including my own, I removed negative videos. I removed them. And any about Tiffany, Ollie, any of the, people over there I chosen, and Jules, you, I removed them. And look how quick you wanted to jump on me when somebody came in your live stream and lied, left a comment and lied and said that I had bashed you in my live stream, 2 weeks ago or something, which I didn't. And so then I made it public. It wasn't private because of anything to do with you. I didn't bash you at all. So if you even watched it, but you start going on again, jumping on it. You are so willing to grab on to any disgusting lying comment so you can continue your drama. That's what you've always been, is drama. You really think I'm mad because Rourke and Spaceman are there? Honest to God, really? I don't care. I think you should be grateful fucking to me for introducing you to Spaceman and allowing you in the channel. What I'm saying is, for one thing, though, Spaceman, I don't even know how you could leave a comment like you did over there and think that after what you and I went through with that lunatic in Nevada, that you think anybody that would sit there with that person screaming, die, C word, die, C word, die. People know, see you next Tuesday, right? And saying he was going to cut my head off and what I went through with him, and they all joined in with him. And you think that's a good person. And you don't agree with what I said last night? Well, I'm sorry, but that's exactly what happened. Exactly. Hi, Dominic. Oh, I know I had to plug mine in. Nice to see ya. I'm sorry, but evidently, these people, they can't stop. And you know what? This is what happened. Why I was a little put off by you. First of all, if you couldn't hear me laughing when I was going, oh, Debbie's, I see. If you couldn't hear me laugh and giggle, then I don't know what your gig is. I mean, why would you think every woman in the world is jealous of you? Why would you think that? What was wrong with you? What do you think is so extremely special about you that every woman you come across is jealous of you? You don't say a kind word or make a kind video to somebody. I mean, I've I just even, you throw words around like old and fat and this and that and ugly and old and this and that about women. You have an issue with getting along with women. I mean, pretty apparent. And after you saw that video and that Tiffany had made, you ran right into your live stream the next day saying, oh, and if Jules is watching, I'll unblock her so she can come in here. I wasn't in your line. I was watching the playback, which, coincidentally and conveniently, you don't love the actual chat stream anymore. Hi there. But you were talking smack in there. And all of a sudden, you were talking to Jules all that time. But you see that stuff, and then you want to start. I mean, I'm sorry. um, when I said take the road to forgiveness and accountability, even my own, and I took down those negative videos, Tiffany took hers down, Ollie took hers down, you and Jules and that freak were the only ones that didn't. But I don't even give a fuck about that freak. He's a freak and that's it. He's in a whole nother category. But you two were the only ones that couldn't stop. Because then he started on Miss Passion and Jules kept on me. And in her mind, she thinks she gets bullied. Da, 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 da. Anyway, who cares? Bottom line is, what did you hear? My cancer didn't go away and you thought, oh, let's get her again. That video isn't up in full out of respect for you. Okay? Not one nice video that I made about you did you fucking rant or rage about. No, you didn't. Those weren't the ones you mentioned. Only the ones you could create drama. And if anybody listened to that whole video, they'd get the gist of what I was saying. Hi, Mark. I'm alright. How are you doing? I didn't delete anything. Why is the screen saying that? Saying what? What is it saying? Dominic. You hired who? Who was it? Let me go look. What happened? Hi, exec. I hide. You hide, Dominic? I don't know what's going on. Maybe I deleted something or hidden. I'm gonna look. I'll go out and look. Hold on. I'll go out and look. My hair looks like fucking short again. Jamie Lee Curtis. I mean, I don't, wear the hat anymore because, it's, I don't know. But I just, not long like I'm used to and shit yet. So I'm not prepared to go on camera. And I think my hair is just too short for my liking. Although I have seen women with hair like this, but I don't. And my friend was saying, oh, that looks good. And then even my other person was like, oh, that looks good. But I don't, it's not me. So I don't do my car dancing anymore and I don't do much of anything anymore, you know what I mean? It seems except defend myself. Because now apparently, not only was I accused of running a racket and faking cancer and having Munchausen, somebody shows one little tiny clip of a video and not the rest. So I'm a pedophile. you know? I mean, and you know what? Those are really, um, those are serious false allegations. And her video that's probably still up, right? Because I deleted mine. Oh, Adair? Is Adair still here? I don't know. Let me look. Uh, Oh, hidden. Oh no. Oh, you blocked him. Oh shit. Oh no. Oh no. Unhide. Okay. I got him back, but Adair, if you're listening, oh no. Oh, Adair, if you're still listening, that was a mistake. Dominic's new at modding. He just, I've done that before too, like when I was a mod on channels, but I unhid you and I hope he didn't get mad. I know it is a bummer. He's nice and I don't want him to, it must have been like, just like a slip of the finger. It's easy because, I've done it before by accident. So I'm hoping Adair is still here. Um, well, hopefully he'll hear this, or maybe if somebody sees him somewhere, they can tell him. I know he goes to Bobbles. I could tell him there and leave him. Oh, good. Oh, good. There he is. Look, there you go, Dominic. Ah, thank God. Thank God. Dominic didn't know. He's new at the modding thing. Yeah, I've done it before. Dare probably knows. Dare probably knows. And you said something pretty quick about it too, so, thank God that you're not one of those people that I walked to the other room. You know what? Somebody else had one night was saying every time they left every time they walked out of their room, they blocked somebody. Isn't that weird? I wonder if YouTube does that shit. That's fucking weird that you said that because I've heard people say that before. That is, I don't know. I wonder how many people I've blocked when I'm a mod and I walk out of the room. Oh gosh, that's terrible. Um, yeah, I mean, I was serious when I said, the road to forgiveness and accountability, even my own. And the problem is that when you have people who won't admit their own accountability, like, say things like, I forgave you, but they don't follow it up with, and I want you to forgive me. Instead, they're still going, show proof and I'll apologize. I've already ran that proof a couple of times, but see, it's not there because I'm sticking to, trying to be positive and I'm not saying I wasn't mad when I made that video that she shows that very little clip of to start calling me a pedophile. Um, but she knows what that whole video said. And I'm not going to rerun it because out of respect. But I just find it odd that she wanted to all of a sudden unblock Jules the day after she sees all that shit going on. That's a shit stirrer. And then she starts saying, you know, thanks, Adair. That's funny. And then, she starts saying, I never support her channel. I never make comments on her channel. I don't interact with her live streams. I did. I was on her one she made recently, the 15-hour one. I mean, I don't get notifications for everybody's live streams. I miss live streams. And I mean, I was in one of her lives. Ow, I just scratched my face. Oh, that hurt. Oh, that fucking hurt. But Like, but she's not saying she just only recently unblocked me. But what is she like? Was there like a? Why would she say, "Oh, I'm gonna fix that"? Fix it. Chicken head rules if she's garbage. Is that really Nacho? If she's wrenched, it's really her. um, I know, but I was really keeping that. That's why those videos aren't up about her. But I did leave the nice one there. But that one never gets mentioned. And that song that I was talking about is Deathbed by Pofley, something like that. Powfli. And, you know, I mean, okay. You're funny. Your videos are funny too lately. Just saying, like, you took yours down and Ollie took hers down. And then I think everybody really much knows that your videos were just parodies, like funny anyway. That was your thing. You were just using people's own words, basically. You know? I know you were. What did you even say about her? I didn't hear you say anything. I just told Spaceman that, you know, I heard her saying, I don't support her channel and I don't this. And she was bitching about XX from the night before when I was crying and you're funny. Enjoy. I thought about putting them all back up, but I didn't want people to be able to see how much stress they were putting me through during that time. And for Spaceman to think that somebody is all that sat there and was, basically encouraging and enabling that person to continue to harass me. It was like then he had like this cheering, squad for him. And I don't think that's, no, I won't. I won't, Nacho. I won't. Because she's saying, I know I'm shocked too. Because I stuck by him for 3 fucking years when he was being harassed. And now he can't see that somebody playing a small clip of a video and calling me a pedophile and shit is not, you know, the point was just to think about, what people in your community and the kids at, your kids' schools, and I'd say that to anybody might look up and be looking up, oh, well, who's that person's parents? I want to see what they're like before I let them go over there and play and see that. That was the point. It had nothing to do with me enjoying little kids and talking sick about them. But she said I I probably had dirty pictures of kids on my computer. Not in her latest video, but she has before. Hi, Lulu Bell. That's not Lulu, though, right? You were right about what you said about her. She's a disgrace. When did I say that? Recently? Yeah, see, look, there's Lulu. And then there's a Lulu Bell. And a new person? Oh, okay. Good. Good. Not saying there's any problem, Lulu Bell, but I don't know who that is, and it's okay as long as you're cool. Uh, I don't even have a computer, and she was like, and before I even went there, I said, I think your daughter's in a good environment. She was accusing me of being Janice Dickinson. She said she knew for a fact I was Janice Dickinson and telling people to call CPS. I've never said that in my life to her or anyone else. Never. And her daughter is in a good environment. She got, you know, I was talking about her behavior, but she's got a nice yard. She does spend time with her kid. You can hear it in that video I made. That was nice. That made no difference to that woman's mind. The next thing I'm seeing and getting is shit from some Tim and her making videos saying cancer or no cancer, we're coming for you. I mean, what the hell? I was in shock. Hi, Jeff. I know, right? It's all right, though, Nacho. But at least you admit. See? Oh, Jeff, I want to tell you, I saw some wonderful, nice comments you were writing and chatting with Angie. And that was very nice of you. I did not. We were cool, but then I was listening to one of her live streams, the playback, and she's talking about XX, saying, and then XX said something to me because I said, well, Rook said that he doesn't want to come back here in your live stream. And I guess they had seen it, but I didn't see it. And they didn't want anything to upset me, so they removed it. So this woman just, like as if it's, I didn't do it again. Once again, I can understand both points there, but it's not a big deal. But then and then all of a sudden, I think XX went in her room. Angie. Oh yeah, she is a nice girl. Yeah, she's not because of what happened that night. Yeah, remember that? She came in the room and said something, and I timed her out because she was, saying something to you, and you went on to say something nice, but she never came back and addressed that. I like Angie too. She's very nice. She's a pretty girl. I felt like snapping. I mean, thank you. I appreciate that, Jeff. Yeah, Jersey. I don't know. But anyway, oh, and then that other one, she runs that Munchausen stream again, but deleted so many comments in the live stream. So it's like I'm just in there talking to my fucking self. I didn't notice that when you but I didn't hear you bashing. I know. Oh, look at the 2 weeks ago. She's going off about me too because somebody left a comment. The reason why I privated my video was because of we were bashing her. We didn't say a damn thing about her. And she jumped right on that train. Fucking crazy. All I did was, I said, I find it pretty shitty when my friends are in a live stream and somebody's saying something that they know not to be true. Both those people know that they're at Debbie's, well, maybe not Rourke, but Spaceman at least knows that the reason why he's over at Debbie's now is because of me. Because he's a nice person and he went there to support her channel. And she just doesn't recollect in her head how he even made it over there, right? And I guess Spaceman just thinks he just started going over there. And I guess he didn't see me in the live stream, that 15-hour one that she did. And I guess Rourke didn't either when they were sitting in there. And it was, you know what? All I'm saying is when somebody makes a nice video about you and you don't acknowledge it, but you keep going on being, offensive to them, and then they become volatile, like cancer or no cancer, we're coming for you. Then nothing that you do is going to make that person who just likes to create shit change. I can't make somebody have decent behavior, but I'm really disappointed in Spaceman. And I didn't do anything to Rourke. Um, but he was trying to do something to me, I guess, like hurt my feelings by saying he's done with YouTube, but then going to every live he can possibly find, trying to be malicious. But you know what? I was done with your silent treatment and being angry over nothing. I don't have the time to try to figure out how your baby feelings got hurt, okay? But there's Spaceman saying, "What did you do to him?" There's that bitch saying, "Oh, well, you say you didn't do nothing to him, but I'm sure you did." Go fuck yourself, okay? Because seriously, like nobody's seen before that this guy just disappears and then comes back. Really? I've been nothing but nice to him. Mm, well, they haven't used the word terminal. I know that Tiffany did. I was like, I'm terminal? I mean, I'm I'm going, Tuesday for a second opinion at Dana Farber, you know. I mean, I'm hoping for the best, but I don't know if this bitch heard it, so she decided she'd start stressing me out a little bit before I have to go and keep battling for my life. And I don't know if Spaceman thinks that it's okay that someone is friends with the person who was saying, cut my head off. Um, she's still friends with him. I still see her go there. She says she hasn't been there, but she does. And I mean, at least up to when he was still doing his shit. Not anymore, but I'm saying she never said, I don't like, no, she never did. In fact, if you'll notice, she never bashes him. She never defends me for what he was doing to me. Apparently, she doesn't think that was wrong. Apparently, she doesn't think that was wrong. And she doesn't say anything about Jules for what she did. But she blocked her for some reason. But when she saw what was going on, she unblocked her. So I don't think that woman sees anything but competition in other women and dollar signs in men. You know, funny how she was so worked up over somebody who says, "Well, I'm doing well lately, and if I've got it, I'll give it." That's the one person she just kept saying, "You about speak." Sorry, but it looks like you're, and I say this lightly, charms won him over because I'm so disappointed that he thinks what Vern did to me was okay by him. You're good. You're good. It's all right. I don't agree with what she said about you. What I said about her, but you agree that I'm a pedophile? What do you mean her live stream about me was monetized? When was that? Whose live stream about me? She had a live stream about me today. Yeah, I saw that too. Yeah, she jumped right on when this bitch starts calling me a pedophile. Yeah, I don't know anything about any of that. I really don't. So there you go. She's doing it for views, and she fucking loves the drama, and she'd never say anything nice because apparently that's boring to the majority of people. You know? Yeah. Mm. Yeah. Yeah, I know. It is nuts, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, hi, Spartan Dan. Yeah. Really sad state of affairs. actually. Yeah, I don't know. I don't, I don't even watch hers because hers is like, uses that, which I try not to use sometimes, but that see you next Tuesday worked way too much. Can't stand it. And she's mean, and I don't like her. uh, hi, Bobby. Oh, I know. That's what it was. Oh my God, I'm so glad that you brought that up. Tommy Highway was on, and weren't you here? And you and him were talking about some plane or something being somewhere fast, and then you got onto the conversation. We talked about the Philadelphia experiment, and then we got onto the conversation of, technology and drones and stuff. Nothing was said about her or people flying drones over her house. Next thing, this bitch is making a video saying we said that we were flying drones over her house. What is her gig? Sleeping, prudently sleeping. That is right. I totally forgot about that drone thing. Here we are in an innocent conversation, and she thinks it's about her, and we're flying drones over her. Nobody said flying drones over anybody's house. Fucking weird, man. Weird. And just weird. And remember when I asked her, I go, well, did you watch it? Did you see it with your own eyes? She's like, well, no. I said, you didn't? I said, because I unprivated it for you to watch and see. We said nothing about you. And nobody said anything like that. But she didn't watch it, and she didn't retract her statement. She didn't apologize for it. But these two people, her and Jules, used that phrase of, like, I need to apologize. She forgave me. We forgive you. What did they think I fucking did? What are they forgiving me for? Not. I know. I don't know where Ollie is. She hasn't been out lately. She has not. I just couldn't believe how much of that live stream Jules had deleted people's comments. That was it. To put that back up and think that's her proof. And you know why I'm like so angry at myself too, because I seriously was trying to just keep this channel nice and funny and relaxing, and these bitches just couldn't stand it. They just could not stand that there was no trolls coming in here or anything, and they fucking had to start this shit again. What a fucking weirdo. Yeah, I'm 53, a woman, and I just turned into a pedophile. I'm fucking nut. While I'm flying drones over people's houses, while I'm giving myself surgery and putting, what other info I want on? I don't know what you're talking about. I have so many fucking screenshots that I am so sick of having them. I wish these people would just control their behavior and not have to go through them all. I mean, this bitch is like, if you are saying this whole video, then you play it. I'm not gonna. Of course you're not gonna, because then people would know you're lying. But I'm not going to, because, you know, I mean, I can't even understand that somebody who's a registered nurse, or was, but they went through school to become one, so they have some knowledge, doesn't know that I can't perform my own surgery and put a port under my skin, and why would I? And, like, I can't fake a hospital. I just can't even understand any of that shit. And then she puts that fucking video up. And you can tell a live stream that long isn't only going to have that little bit of conversation. Jesus Christ. Crazy. Crazy lunatic. They all are. Like, what do they want? Do they just want to always argue? Was it like uncomfortable for them to see a live stream that wasn't getting trolled and getting harassed? Hi, Zach. I know she knew she needed her money back. I just think she didn't really get the praise that she wanted. Like, if you notice in her room, a lot of people are saying, "Grifting with jewels." Oh my God, that's funny. Um, couldn't, if you notice in our live stream, a lot of people are like, "We love you. We love you." It's like the crowd goes wild. Ah, Jules, we love you. Where's your duckies? And I'm sorry if I kept the fact that you did give a generous donation, and I appreciate it, and I still appreciate it. But I wasn't about to make something like that public because, who knows? Then somebody else might be saying, "Oh, you didn't give to me, but you gave to them." Because I didn't want to put anybody on the spot and reveal, whatever. That's private. So next thing, she's going around talking about it and telling how much it was. Like she can't leave out that it was 245, not 250, by the way. And she didn't pay a car payment. My car's paid for. But she left all that shit out about the car payment and everything. Johnny Winter, is that the guy who sings I got the rock and roll fever and the boogie woogie blues? Is that who that is? Johnny Winter? I like Johnny Winter. Bubbles was here? Or oh yes, Mark, I really like all the music except opera. I hate opera too. It's so awful, isn't it? I don't see Bubbles here. Yeah, is it not the rock and roll fever and boogie woogie blues? Is that what he's saying? I dropped the link in case. I don't even know if I'm right though, Dan. Am I right, Mark? Rock and roll fever, boogie woogie blues. Am I right? I think I am. That's if anybody wants to come up, but I'm just, so disappointed in Space Man because I'll tell you the other night when she was in here and he's talking about his donations to, you know, a certain GoFundMe, not mine, somebody else's. And she's at the same time saying, I just spent 20 on a hot diet on TikTok. And I'm trying to like go around it and be like 20 minutes. And she's like, no, $20, LOL. And I'm like, what the fuck? That doesn't even make sense. And then said something about changing the bank account number on it. I mean, I don't understand like why. I don't know. Whatever. I could be wrong. Whatever. I'm not saying anything, but hey, if she's gonna say I'm a pedophile, I'm gonna point out that somebody is, you know, throwing their money around like nothing and then running a GoFundMe. Same with the $190 weed and having weed every day. I don't use that. You know why? That GoFundMe for those kind of things. You know why? Because I have bills. I don't live with my mother. I have bills. I don't know if anybody's joining the piano. Every part, yeah, I'm sure, right? Oh, I thought you knew when he, no, it was more than a week ago, probably about 2 weeks ago, that, Freakers Ball Friday Night Live is when it all went, like, to shit. And this is the thing, and I know, like, I may have jumped the gun with the guy we were talking about today, XX, but here's the thing. That same person got all mad at me saying I didn't stick up for him to Rachel Reed, which I clearly did. Clearly did. And he didn't stick up for me, though, to that other person. In fact, he doesn't talk to me anymore. you know, he didn't stick up for me. In fact, he was over on that other person's live stream in a different name. I'm just saying. And that was fine that he didn't. But he shouldn't you know, be like, make me feel like I did something wrong for pointing it out. And privately, I pointed it out. Yeah, she did too. That is true, because she started making those story time shit. Like, first of all, story time. Oh, who puts that? Me? Yeah, all I do. I mean, not that she can't, but seriously? And they were calling me a bumper humper? I would love to, Mark, because I have so much on my plate right now. The last thing I need is getting vicious comments and vicious emails from somebody I don't even fucking know calling me a pedophile. Correct. Oh yeah, she did. Even in even in one of her emails to me. Which here's the thing. I don't get many emails, okay? But the one person that I do get them from is whoever that lunatic is, and that keeps changing their name, and Jules. And then when I said publicly that I wouldn't give out my email, yeah, I know, Jeff, I don't either. And or Gmail email, whatever. And then when I wouldn't give out my email because I said, well, I've only given it to like 5 or 6 people. But I'll tell you what, even before I gave it to 5 or 6 people, but I'd only given it to like 1 or 2 at the point that I started getting shitty emails. And I mean, I just really find it hard to believe that somebody would, post my email address right after hearing that I have the, pool narrowed down because I only, gave it to 5 people. But so then they post my email address. Was that for to throw off suspicion? snow today? Get out of town. It snowed? Wow. That's crazy, Lulu. That is really crazy. I'll tell you one thing that really irks me about Debbie is the way she says that every woman is jealous of her. Every woman. Every woman. Every time something happens, she says, "Oh, they're jealous of me. Gotta be jealousy. They're jealous of me. They're jealous of me. They're jealous of me. They're jealous of me." What the fuck? I've said nice things to Debbie about, whatever, and she doesn't say nice things back. She doesn't make comments on nice videos. She doesn't do any of that, but she will sit there and make up her own narrative that, I'm a pedophile and that I'm Janice Dickinson, even though herself said today, I wouldn't be surprised if Janice Dickinson doesn't show back up. And she did. How coincidental. And then that Betsy person, whoever the hell that is, I had to block them because of the shit they were fucking saying. And this girl does a video saying that that's me writing to her, and Betsy whatever says she's been harassing me all morning, even though she knows that it's her who was harassing me all morning. That's why I blocked her. She's fucking not. I don't know who that Betsy Johnson is, but I looked at the I looked at the account, and it was freaking 14 hours old. But of course, Debbie's gonna not something, and she blew it. Yeah, she blew it up. Look, she was ready to blow up drones flying over her house. I deleted her shit, and well, Nacho saw it. Oh, yeah, that was another thing too. That you know what? It's funny that you said that, Lulu, because you know what? Yeah, she just wants me to. Where do you see secular is back? Um, yeah, for not, that's the thing. She just wanted me to start, you know, releasing those videos that I had made private again. And I'm not gonna do it. I'm not playing her fucking game. I already posted all that shit. If she didn't apologize then for it when I posted it, why would she apologize now? Crazy. And she's like, well, and if I said cancer is your karma, what makes you think I'm saying it about you? Maybe I was saying it about somebody else. Who the fuck says that anyway? Who the hell would say something like that? Fucking evil. With about 10 crying, laughing emojis with it. Like they think cancer is funny. Yeah, I'm wondering now because oh, I don't know for what happened that one night. She said, "Yes, she did. She sure did." And I'm like, "What the fuck? You guys didn't do anything." And then from there, she went on to say, "I don't support her channel. I don't do this. I don't do that. I don't do this." We just started talking again, and I did go to her fucking live stream. And I've been nice to her, and I've been nice to her all along. Yeah, okay. I didn't know her in Tom's chat, but I didn't make videos. I would delete anything that said her name or asked about her or anything, because I didn't want people to see him get triggered, which apparently I wasn't supposed to do. I think he likes to get triggered. Oh, but didn't you see her? Didn't you see her? Well, I'm telling you guys, we did see Vern with a voice changer talking like that, and it was completely identical. Um, that was another thing she said, that all these women are so jealous of her that we ruin it for her with these guys. I can't remember the first one she had, the guy she first mentioned right now, but I remember her saying, and Terry, he was helpful to me, and you guys ruined it because you were jealous. We're jealous of you and Secular? You know? I mean, you know, it's like, why? I don't even get that. Fucking 2 days ago, 3 days ago, she's making a video ranting and raving that he was basically putting her life in danger. Of course, she had it wrong because it was, cap it off with, it was do a drive by, head to Tennessee, drive by Flint, and then cap it off in Massachusetts. That's what it was. But she changed it around to say cap it off in Flint so she could start saying, that sounds like shoot me. He put my life in danger. But today, we were jealous of their relationship and, we ruined it for her with him. Oh, the other one was Michigan Made. I didn't even talk to Michigan Made for when them two were going at it. I didn't talk to either one of them. I didn't know Michigan Made really. Hi, Moonchild. Everyone went crazy except us. We're normal. Hi, Coward Strikes Back. Um, she did say that, but she conveniently just left herself up. I wasn't trying to relate the two. Relate the two for what? I do. He's a nice guy. Oh, Michigan Made, yeah. No, he is a nice guy, but I didn't have any interaction with him until after whatever went down between them two. So for her to be making a video and say, you know, and include me in her statement that I ruined her, relationship with Michigan Maine. I ruined it with Terry, and all the women do because we're all jealous of her. Those are two people that all I saw was her making videos saying blah blah blah, and him being like, "What the fuck?" and which was after the fact. That was like, when he started doing live. That's right, we are normal. I know, right? Is that a rocker, like my friends would say. I know. I should put my glasses on so I can freaking see the fact. Um, I found them, by the way. I just don't need to get all fucking pissed again. When I was so happy and enjoying the live streams, I still enjoy them. I really do. But Lulu, you were here that night. $20 on TikTok. I mean, seriously? That's like the other one. And then fucking giving away $100 on a giveaway, you know, at SV and whatever. I mean, what if like five people sent $20 to her of their hard earned money and she gave it away? They thought it was for her to use for something good and she gave it away to make herself look better. Isn't that fucked up? I'm sorry, I think it is. I think it is. Yeah, get rid of that Palestinian doctor comment, though. I have a friend that's from Palestine. I don't want that there. He's like very, yeah, one of my best friends. He's like 19, since I've known him since I was 19. So I want that Palestinian comment not there. And it doesn't give me the option to remove. So if someone could, I'd appreciate it. Even if you're self-powered, I'm not trying to be mean, but I don't like it. I'm sorry. Thank you, Moonchild. I appreciate that. Tell you one thing secular was good for coming up on the panel. uh, I know. Why would somebody make up something and say I'm a pedophile, but never notice the videos before it that were nice to her? Never notice them. That's crazy. Sorry, I had muted myself. I was talking away. Yeah, well, yeah. If everybody there doesn't think I'm a freaking pedophile. Oh, my God. Last time she did that, people ran with it. Ran with it. Because it was, then it was that whole group thing. It's just so disgusting of a thing to call somebody. It's a serious allegation. It really is a serious allegation. And somebody leaves a comment and did you hear the name she called you? You didn't say anything mean like that to her. Pedophile. That pretty much encompasses the lowest life form on earth, right? Thank you, Dan. I appreciate that. Yeah, I know, XX, and that's why I don't understand, because I would think people would want to see good. Is it really him? Oh, I was going to kill you. You look like you were going to get up from your chair and porn bomb us.
Come on, I don't do that.
You did, because you lifted yourself up a little bit just then. And I freaked out. I was like, oh my God, is he going to do that? No.
Listen to me. I'm going to shut the camera.
You look good. You look good.
So do you, honey. Listen, I just wanted to pop in and wish you the very best. I'm going to just go to making videos and enjoying YouTube. I don't want to get in. Like, I just read something that somebody wrote that Janice Dickinson disappeared when I disappeared. I want to get away from that adolescent stuff. I knew that was going to happen. And I told myself.
The funny thing was that Debbie made a video saying, and I wonder now, it seems like maybe Janice Dickinson will reappear. Someone pointed that out to me. And she did, but I deleted her comments. But
yeah, people, they know what they're doing. They're playing kid games. But that stuff doesn't bother me. I kind of enjoy it. But I want to get away from the adolescent stuff. I know we live in an adolescent. We live in an adolescent society, though. Adults in their 40s and 50s are.
Not everyone, though. And I wanted to get away from that stuff. And you have to admit, secular, we had none of this going on for a long time.
Yeah, we're all up in our, we're adults. We should be. It's okay to have good fun, but I didn't always filter what I wrote. Sometimes I would say and write things without thinking I was being sarcastic or funny, but
I know. And well, not sarcastic. I know that you think what's funny isn't always funny to me.
Right. But I always wish the best for you. I like your personality. I like your voice.
And I appreciate the videos that you've done, saying, lay off SG and stuff like that. But I couldn't believe it when I heard today that we are all so jealous over that we screwed up her relationship with you.
Who screwed over what relationship with who?
With all these jealous women screwed up her relationship with you.
Who said that?
Debbie in her video. Yeah.
Well, I really missed you guys.
We missed you begrudgingly.
I missed you more. How's Roscoe doing?
Roscoe, he's all right. Yeah, I know. That's why I'm not gonna you know, upload the videos that secular. You should tell people how bad you wanted me.
Well, you
XX
are
says
cute. I always did have a crush on you, to be honest with you.
on
And I'm
XX. It was XX who said that, not me. You should tell people. I wasn't saying that.
oh,
Oh,
secular
stop that.
said that. No, she
Yeah,
actually looks good in that picture. If that's really,
beautiful. She looks good in all her pictures. She's very beautiful.
yeah,
Louis, there's so many beautiful. Tiffany, so many beautiful women.
yeah.
And
Tiffany's very attractive. Tiffany sent me a picture that she was. You guys, you're all very pretty. All you ladies are. You're all cute in your own ways.
thank you. I appreciate that.
I have kind of a love hate with you guys because I think we all came together. Like we were all attracted to the chosen one because we all have
You
a
do, Cheryl?
history. We came together for a reason, a lot of us, maybe not you, but a lot of us have a history with addiction, mental illness, homelessness,
Oh, I
torture,
don't have any of
gangs.
that.
A lot of us are screwed up in one way or another. That's why we all came together.
I
But
mean, like I said, I started going to Chosen One because he was doing the abandoned houses in Detroit
right,
and just doing the neighborhood, and that's why I typed into the search thing, and his videos came up. Others did too, but I was interested in what he was doing. He was very good when he was driving through the streets of Detroit before the interviews and just doing the
right.
filming the Detroit.
Well,
You know,
here in Detroit, there's a lot of what are called urban explorers. They go into old factories, houses. They get up in attics. There was one guy, Detroit blogger John. He went to the old Motown building before it was tore down. He found like receipts for mink coats that Motown performers were buying for family members or whatever. They get a lot of interesting. They find a lot of interesting like old artifacts and stuff. I noticed you did that. You went to a an abandoned asylum.
yeah, but I wasn't going in there. I'm not that brave.
Yeah. Well, you got to go in with a group. You got to
You
get
know.
drunk. You got to get drunk and go in with a group. I wouldn't want to go by
No, yeah,
myself
get
either.
drunk. Are you kidding me? Then I can't run if there's something in there. Are you kidding me?
You go in with a group. You go in with a big
Oh
group.
yeah, with exactly.
Just
So,
take,
but even if there was a group, I don't know that I'd go in.
but
I'm a chicken when it comes to like abandoned asylums or
right. I
haunted
always wanted to
places.
go in because I know what areas like Oakland Avenue and where the back in the day that used to be Jewish and Italian or whatever. They were like
Uh,
purple gang areas. I've always wanted to find like an artifact or something from the Prohibition era, like maybe a log book or a part of a one of those old distillery moonshine.
barrels, the
Yeah,
barrels and shit. Yeah,
yeah. I'm
yeah.
gonna get a metal detector. You ever do any metal detecting?
Oh, I'd like to. My daughter used to have one, and I asked her one time, "Where did it go?" And she said, "Oh, I gave it back to." She calls him he ha, but it's her grandfather. Said I
Right.
didn't use it, and I was like, "I would have used it." Where did it go? Spectacular. Where have you been?
Just
I'm worried about why Cheryl said she was out. Like, I hope that's not,
yeah.
um, you know, because she's mad because you're up here. I mean, I just,
Who is
like
mad?
I said,
Oh, some.
Cheryl, maybe? I don't
Well, if I
know. I hope
offended
not.
anybody, I'll try to be more conscious of what I say and stuff. I don't want to hurt
Thank you.
anybody's
I
feelings.
appreciate that. Because,
I don't.
yeah, we all should be, like a little, it won't let you reverse it. Oh, sorry, coward.
I've been
I'm
working a lot.
sorry.
I work. I got a
Not
new.
you, secular. I'm talking to Coward Strikes Back. I don't want any misinterpretations like I'm calling you coward, I'm not. I'm just talking to Coward Strikes Back.
I just been
Please.
busy working. I got two jobs actually. I work for the union and I also work as a merchandiser for a chain. So I grocery chain. I go to different places. So
You're the union
I'm
rep,
always
aren't
on
you?
the move. I got two jobs, two
Right.
careers. So
That's good. So you're a union rep, you mean?
yes, sort of. I work with the union. I'm also a merchandiser. So
Remember that commercial? Look for the union label when you
yeah,
buy.
a lot of that
Mm.
union made products are still they're still around.
They should, some of those old commercials were really given a real good message, like that one with the Indian with the tear rolling down his face
Right.
with the pollution. Remember that
That
one?
was in the 70s. I remember that.
Yeah, yeah. And somebody throws out like trash on the highway driving by him,
Right. Well, I
and
think back then Americans were more likely to get together as a group and set aside personal differences and work together, have rent strikes or they fight for better, safer products, cars, whatever.
yeah,
A lot of
I feel like the
non-union workers.
internet like ruined a lot of
Yeah.
stuff.
Well, a
And
lot of
yeah,
non-union workers got like time and a half on Sunday and good benefits because the companies wanted to keep the unions out. So there was back in the 70s, if college didn't work out, you could probably go to Sears or another company, big department store, and get a base plus commission job. And maybe in the shoe department and move over to electronics, whatever. There were just more better career opportunities back in the day, and they're all gone. We've lost a lot of them. That's probably one of the reasons a lot of adults are dressing and acting younger longer. You don't have to, you know.
well, internet I think ruined a lot of things. It gave a lot of anonymity to people to say things that before they would have to say them in person or something and not be anonymous. Like even the landline phones used to have the ability to star 69 something and find out who was like harassing you or prank calls, or if it happened a number of times you could hit a certain star something and it would report the call, and if it was over 3 times they'd be in trouble.
Yeah, right.
Now these phones don't offer you that, and if you call 911 on a cell phone, you're directed to like a huge call center. You're not directed to your local 911. So people should
You
have
know,
their local
I
departments
was
jump.
in Detroit the other day, about a couple of weeks ago, actually. I was on Junction Road going to a Mexican restaurant that I go to. They have authentic Mexican food. And I seen a car running on the side of the road, and a lady slumped over.
Really?
Uh, and I stopped. I looked in. I called 911. I got a voice recording. They said that they're all busy on other calls in the wait. The lady actually, I knocked on the window a couple times. She woke up. I guess she was homeless and sleeping out of her car. But I couldn't even get an operator on. And around here, if you call 911, you have to talk to someone, a person, but they redirect your call to another 911 operator.
Yeah.
Remember the party lines where you could talk to 2 or 3 people at a time?
Yeah. Yeah. And now, I mean, you call 911 and they're like, where, let's transfer your call to here. But before with the landlines, they could figure out like your address. And I agree that, cell phones are convenient, but to get rid of all the landlines and get rid of all those call boxes that used to be on the highway, to get rid of all the pay phones, I mean, it's like those things, they worked, they worked, and people, I just don't understand why when something's not broke, why fix it, you know? Like V8, like video players, VCRs. They were good, and VCR tapes last a long time,
Yeah,
but
I remember that.
they,
I remember those.
yeah, and then they took them away and started making DVDs, where DVDs
Right,
don't last as long. As every DVD player I've had stops working after 2 years.
right.
Yeah,
Now you don't need a
and
radio or anything. You just need
oh, the radio. I
yeah,
know
get a
radios, and every time I go to the grocery store, there's like this huge line of people because there's maybe one human cashier, and then all those self checkouts.
right. Those are
Yeah.
job killers too, man. They take jobs
Oh,
away.
I know. All of it is. Look at the toll booth workers. That used to be a good job. People working on the highway collecting tolls.
Right. Wages have been tanking too in a lot of industries. I remember when I came in the workplace in the mid '80s, for a big company, the workers had excellent Blue Cross and Blue Shield. It was broad coverage, dental, optical. There was
Oh,
no
yeah.
workers didn't pay out of their check every week. You didn't pay one dime. There was no deductibles, zero, zilch. The only time you paid anything was like if you were to purchase designer frames. Other than that, it covered every 95% of the healthcare costs, everything. But now it's like you're paying in pensions. We're losing pensions. Some of us are
Oh
lucky
my
enough to
God,
have
I
a
know.
pension coming. Wages have tanked, and now workers are paying companies. A lot of companies match, like with the IRAs and the 401ks, but it ties up the workers' weekly incomes, and they're
And
not.
before they were doing that 401k stuff and all that, like you said, people thought their money was getting put into a pension. And then when the company goes belly up, oh,
Well,
sorry, your pension is gone.
well, I don't.
Putting in
That
years
happens in some
and years.
cases. That doesn't happen in all cases when they go belly up. Sometimes the pensions are.
Sometimes, but I know someone in particular that worked at a good company and
Was
they
it a
were taking
government?
money from his check every week. And then I mentioned to him, I go, how come you don't get a pension from there? And he said, I don't know.
Well,
He's
that's not
old.
a pension. If they're taking a pension, I'm talking about a traditional pension where the company puts in all the money for your retirement. You don't pay. I think maybe in some cases the union dues might go towards a little bit of
Yeah,
it, but
there's something. Yeah, because he was
I'm
saying
talking
something.
about like the pension that I have coming. I have 16 years vested. I didn't pay anything out of my paycheck. I
I didn't think
the
um,
IRAs and the 401ks of workers, employees, whether you're a government worker or a white collar or blue collar worker, the workers, it comes out of your paycheck. But sometimes the companies will match what you put in. They'll throw money in. But
Lulu says they take a lot out of her check weekly for pension.
yeah. Well, I think sometimes they're good because you can borrow on it and pay it back without paying interest. Pretty much paying yourself back. I've never done that before, but I was always paid on Friday and broke on Monday. I did that for years. I never saved or invested. I was a
Well,
screwball. I didn't
a lot of
control
people don't
myself.
know about investing.
I did. I was just too irresponsible. I like to have a good time.
I hear you. A lot of people live hand to mouth. So,
I got a kid now. I got a beautiful 9-year-old I got to take care of. So
it's just surprising, that the other night when I was listening to that song, Something to Believe in by Poison,
mhm.
and there was like a couple of lyrics in it that were just so crazy about like how it's uh, something I wonder why so many lose and so few win. And the poor man lives hand to mouth while the rich drink from a golden cup. And I just think to myself, that is so true. Like, it's like rich are getting richer now, and small businesses and people are just struggling, even socially. I know that you have a job now, but if your job did your job ever get closed down because of COVID?
No, I made more money because of COVID. My income actually went way
So
up.
you were a lucky person. But
Yeah, I made more
for,
money. I'm lots of
yeah,
overtime, a couple extra
for
dollars
like
an hour,
restaurant workers and
bonuses.
bartenders, that shit got fucked up,
Yeah.
you
But
know?
we don't live in a worker friendly country.
Not anymore, no. They just want to make everything, you know, like whatever it is, like robots or something. It's so crazy. They just don't care about poor people, and it makes me makes me feel like what the hell.
Well, if you would have went to a big chain, like maybe if you would have been a bartender at like a hotel chain or something like that, or a major restaurant chain that was, there probably aren't very many that are unionized nowadays. But if you would have stayed at one place, a bigger corporate chain, you might have,
Yeah, but even the corporate
accumulated
chains, the restaurants, they still had to
paid
have,
holidays. Did you ever get
only this many people, huh?
Did you ever get paid holidays, paid time off?
Uh, when I was bartending for that company that I was at for, 8 or 9 years, the one I loved that job. Yeah, they would do that stuff. They would pay overtime and all that. The thing that scares me is now the government has gained control due to COVID, and it's going to be hard to get back.
That's not
Just
true, Lulu. We are the government. The people are the government.
yeah, but nobody asserts that. We just follow along. People do because you get it's division. You know what I mean? You get some people who are for this, and then you get some people who are for that, and then we get divided. And
Well, I think a big part of what's in simple terms, what messed up America really bad was both the left and right of center. The countercultural people in the '60s, then the return of the rugged individual in the '80s. He's a major libertarian. John Wayne, Davy Crockett, Daniel Boone, Ayn Rand, Milton Friedman, all wrapped into one. The individualist mindset. I don't need the government. I don't need the union. I don't need welfare. I just me. It's about the individual, the rights of the individual. Uh, Americans started becoming more individualistic in the '80s. I think we got away from marriage, from unionizing, from you know group action, from business. Big corporations were deregulated. That's when we really started. The job loss actually started in the '50s, but it got full force in the '80s and the '90s.
well, yeah, we went through those recessions and
Yeah,
shit. You know,
that's a combination of things. It's not just any
no,
one
it's
reason.
not. But I just think now what's going on is we're just all so divided. It's with in I
Yeah,
don't
but right, you're right. But if we're yelling at each other all the time, we're never going to find commonality. Anybody can go out in the streets and hold a sign and jump up and down and yell, but you got to be able to engage in civil discourse and listen to opposing opinions, even though if they rub you the wrong way.
The thing is, too, though, a lot of the things are the media. Like, they will, completely show a story that they want everybody to know about, and they don't show a story they don't want everybody to know about. So then everybody rants and raves about this one thing when there's other things going on, and they're just distracting everybody by doing this one thing. And since
Right.
even the local news channels and stuff seem to. I was watching local news. I think this is probably the night I stopped watching the local news when they was feel like I'm in the Handmaid's Tale.
What do you
um,
mean by that, Lulu?
I know, yeah.
Yeah, and Mark. Yeah, I did hide everything for a minute, but I got everything, most of them back up.
It's on the I thought the same exact thing. Really? Why did they do that in that movie? Hmm. Um. Oh, I forgot what I was saying. What was I saying? Do you remember?
Yeah, you were talking about the media, think censorship.
Oh, yeah. And what was on the news one night?
You're
It
alluding.
was about a lost dog. Like
Okay.
that somebody in in this town lost a dog. So when you see it, and I'm like, that's a news story. I mean, I get it that the person wants their dog back, but I've never seen the news do that before. You know, it was like they had nothing to talk about, and they just
They
kept
just
repeating the weather over and over.
yeah. There's probably a
Yeah,
100,000 lost dogs every year.
yeah. Oh, she feels controlled. Just feel controlled. I know. Even
The
like
government
they
does a
talk
lot.
about recycling. Yet they had shut down all the recycling places.
Well, there's a lot of places here in Michigan where once you're vaccinated, you don't need to. Customers aren't going to be required to wear a mask. I was walking. Me and my daughter went to the mall today, and our masks were slipping off. A lot of the shoppers weren't wearing masks. I've had 2 shots. I don't know. If we just cooperate, the sooner we cooperate, the more we cooperate, the sooner we can get back to so-called normalcy.
Hi, lucky girl. I mean, but how would they know that the shoppers are vaccinated in order for them to, just walking into a store, for them to be able to say, okay, well, you don't have to wear one, but, this person, how would they even know, like, that the person wants?
Yeah.
No, I'm asking you the question.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question, but I have a card. I can.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Really? Do you have a card too, Lulu?
I got $100 from my employer for getting it, and I also one of my employers, and I also got a a lot of extra money. COVID, some people got paid big during COVID. It depends on which industry you work in.
Yeah, it has. I
Obviously,
think it had something to do with wiping out the industries that were, you know, I don't know,
well,
because
there was
they.
already a retail apocalypse going on before COVID because of online shopping and
Oh yeah, you're right. Yep. Yeah, online shop. Yeah, people are so used to that, which also creates a lot of because they didn't give him a card. Yeah, vaccination passport, microchips. Yeah. Definitely, definitely.
yeah, microchips are about 2 centuries off.
No, they're not. I don't think so.
Those that's
Remember
so.
that movie? I think Justin Timberlake was in it, where um their money was in and their time was in a chip or something, and their money, and they just used the chip to pay for everything. But if they ran out of money or ran out of time, I forget what the name of it was. And
Hmm.
somebody was like running out of time, so people would kill other people to get their time if they had time left over. I can't remember what it was. And that other movie, Repo Man, remember that one
Yes.
with the organs? It's funny how whenever you watch like those movies that used to be about the future, none of them were ever bright.
Yeah. Yeah, they're all mostly apocalyptic.
Yeah, not any of them were like looking towards the future as bright. And that's why I could never watch any of them because I was like, wow, that doesn't make it seem, you know, positive.
Right.
We're doomed basically by all the movies. It's like crazy. Nobody saw like happiness in the future. That's crazy.
I
And then
think
every one comes true a little bit.
yeah, I think religion played a major role in retarding civilizations. Had we our ancestors embraced Socrates, Lucretius, all the Greek philosophers, if we would have went that route, a lot of us probably wouldn't be here because there would have been more of a concern about population control, and half the planet would still be undeveloped. All the
What's
species that would
Lucretius? Explain it. Ludicrous? No, sir. Remember that? Ludicrous. I thought you said ludicrous.
who said ludicrous?
No, that night when I said to you, first you had quoted a rapper, and then you wrote in the chat something about that ludicrous, not ludicrous, about Lucretius. And
Yeah,
I read it wrong, and I thought it said, oh, yeah. And I,
Lucretius was talked about molecules.
right, but I read it wrong and thought you said
Oh, that's
something was
ludicrous.
ludicrous. And I go, why are you always getting your religious information from rappers? I didn't read it right. I thought it was ludicrous. I'm
We get babble from rappers. That's all we get.
sorry.
Some of the rappers are highly intelligent, articulate people, and they're just. Uh, I think they act dopey. They're not really that dumb. They just know there's a lot of money in the rap game.
Yeah. I just thought I was just, trying to be funny, but then it
Yeah.
turned out I just didn't read it right.
I think we should get in the rap game.
Oh no.
Actually, I made up a little rap about you and
Oh,
Nacho and a few other
I know.
YouTubers.
Where did she go? Did she just storm out? Like, what happened to
Well, I
Nacho?
hope
She left.
my presence here didn't chase anybody off.
I hope not either, because, I mean, I feel like you came on and you kind of apologized for what you had done and said you were doing things different. So that's, being accountable for,
Right.
yeah.
I'll unblock her right now on
I'm
Facebook.
Black who?
My queen, Tiffany.
Oh, she's blocked on your phone. See.
No, I'm not.
Oh, Tiffany. Oh, I'm sorry. When you said my queen, my
No,
mind went to somebody else. I'm sorry. My bad.
no, my princess. I
I
don't
didn't
know.
know she was
She might hate me now. I don't know.
blocked from
I
what?
just got mad at everybody. I just got mad at all that.
Mark's asking you a question.
Let me see. Hold on.
Hmm.
I went to community college, but I've probably read 200 books, 1,000 magazine articles, polished off about 100, probably 100 documentaries.
Oh, she's right there. She says she's picking up dinner.
Oh, okay. Hey, Tiffany, how you doing? You guys were always my favorites.
Thank you. You bet you tell that to all the girls.
No, I don't.
Yeah, I liked how it was in here. It's all right. Tonight's being all right, you know? I think the, you know, or are you? Oh, okay, you are into it. I gotta put my glasses on. He is intellectual. Yeah, he is. He's smart, smart. Um, did you hear what Secular said when he came in the room? He said, you know, that he knew he had done some right. He was accountable. He took his own accountability, kind of thing, which was good. I thought you were gonna come in like bitching or something, Secular. Huh?
No, I'm not doing that.
I
I'm not doing any of that. I just want to be.
know.
I want peace.
Lulu says, I thought Debbie was your queen. That's what I thought too. And when he said, uh, Tiffany, I was like, really? I didn't know that. Oh. She is a queen.
No,
Not
I
a
always liked
queen. Not
you
like a
and
queen. You know what I mean?
Miss Passion, Debbie, and Tiffany were always my four favorites.
Oh, now we're at four favorites. Uh, good parody today. Did you see any of them?
Yeah, I watch all of her videos, her parodies.
She's funny. Very funny,
Yeah, I
talented.
missed
How
XX every.
she makes those videos like that. Like she finds good music and she's, you know, does like that. They're
Yeah,
just, you know,
she's smart.
the editing is so good. You know, he's smart. She says, huh? Huh?
How was that? Come up on the panel
Tiffany.
for a minute, Tiff. Can I call you Tiff? Is that okay?
Tiff Tiff. It's so funny. One time somebody what was it? I forget where it was. It was that one where they had put like they had distorted her face and shit. And I'm like, that's not you. She's like, of course it's not me.
How do you do that voice changing? You made a hilarious video where you were going to Panera Bread in Boston, and I think you were imitating or
I was
mocking
going to
Jewel.
Panera in Boston. I was kidding.
Oh, okay.
I
Well, that was good. How do you change your voice? Did you change your voice, or were you just doing that?
don't know. I was just going.
Did you use
I
like
am going.
an app
Hello,
to
this
do
is
that?
Survivor Girl. I am going to Panera. But I don't do that. It's not an app. It's nothing. It's just I just was imitating what was, you know.
Well, how do you change your voice? I don't even know how to make a TikTok
I don't
voice.
know how to change voices with a voice changer. I've never used one.
I still
I
haven't
was just,
figured out how to make a video where you could like put words up there, like sentences and comments.
I don't know. What do you mean? I think you get an editing program or something, and Panera has a new flatbread pizza. I think I.
Flatbed. Panera has some good soups. They have good
All
sandwiches.
hanging here, right?
Mm-hmm.
I know. Bars aren't the same. There's no bands. There's no concerts. No luxuries.
That's all
And
going to go back slowly but surely. All the
and sadly, it's supposed to rain and be cold all weekend.
I sure
Jeff
did
said
miss you guys.
my voice changer is charging. That's what Jeff said. Oh, I can drop the link. I'm sorry, I didn't drop the link in case Tiffany does want to come in.
Yeah, come on up.
She's
Come
always.
on. Hey, why don't? How come Jeff Spieling never comes up here and talks?
I don't know. It's fine.
I want to make peace with everybody. I don't want any problems. Let's be.
That's good. That's a good way to be.
I forgive all of you. You're all forgiven.
You're funny. Isn't he a funny man? Let me know if that comes up. I don't know. Does it? Oops. Oops. Is it there?
What?
I posted the link, but I don't know if I don't see it. He said he's not Vern. If I thought you were Vern, I would make you get up on the screen. The link didn't come out? Hmm. Hmm. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm never sure how many of these beefs are all in good fun or whatever, but I really don't take very much of YouTube serious, to be honest with you. I mean, I've gotten mad at a few things on here, a few people that rub me the wrong way, but I don't really take it real personal or serious.
Lulu said it snowed today in Canada.
Oh, is that Lulu Price?
Yeah,
She changed her name. Lulu,
Lulu.
the lovely
Lulu
Lulu.
knows. Lulu knows. Lulu knows. Uh, phone calls. I'm good. Phone calls. Says he has stage fright. He doesn't have stage fright. I think it's so funny. I really thought that you were that guy in that video that you had put up, Jeff Stealing. I was like, this guy's messed up. I didn't know it was like a fake person he was doing.
Why did Jeff have to write? Well, I'm not going to get involved in that. I'm not going to say it. It's drama related. I'm not going to say it. I'm not even going to feed into it.
Yeah, I'm angry at myself for kind of feeding into that. But that's such a serious allegation that I'm a pedophile that, it's like, what?
I don't think you are. I think there are a lot of women. It seems like a lot more women are hooking up with teenage boys.
Well,
Like
like I would
women,
hook up with a
teachers.
teenage boy. I'm
What are those?
53 years old.
There's a lot of teachers, a lot of older women that are
Well,
hooking
there's
up.
a lot of older guys hooking up with girls that could be their daughters.
When I was in this eighth grade in Flint, Michigan, I had an English teacher, Miss Roth, that used to flirt with the boys really bad. And I approached her about being a student, her assistant, and
Hmm.
she licked her lips and said, "Come by at this time." And this was a time where we would have been alone. And she said, "We'll see what we can work out."
So did you go?
I missed the appointment. I went at another time, but I kind of got the impression that she would have did something. There's a woman, a 40-some-year-old, that had sex with a teenage boy at a summer camp. The woman said that he was coming on to her real strong, like massaging her and stuff. But
Yeah, well, they always
I
punish
needed a
women more
woman
than
when
they
I
do
was
men
14.
anyway.
That's what I needed. I needed an older woman when I was 14.
How about your mother? How about your mother?
Oh, that's sick.
That's the only older woman in your life you should need. You don't need to have,
Oh no.
I don't mean like sexually. I mean like,
Well, from a
straighten you out.
biological perspective, like there was a time when humans would have been reproducing at 12 and 13 and 14.
Good night, Jeff.
In the American South, I think it was common for like young teens to marry at one time.
Well, didn't the guy who sang Great Balls of Fire, what was his name? Jerry
Jerry Lee
something?
Lewis.
Yeah, didn't he marry like his cousin and she was like 14 or something?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of that shit going on. But then again, look at Mary Jo Letourneau. She died, but they ended up staying together for a while. She went to jail.
Yeah, they're married now. They have kids. They have a
Why?
family.
What happened, Moonchild? Why do you say here we go?
Oh
Oh,
no,
about the horn.
we don't need to talk about sex if that's going to make people uncomfortable.
Is that what he means? I don't know.
I wonder who Janice Dickinson is for real. I thought it was Jeff for a while. I really did. Because Jeff just brought up that I disappeared so did Janice. I don't know why. I just wonder who it is. It's probably two people. I didn't really pay close attention to that whole debacle. I did go over to the channel, and it sounded like somebody used a voice changer.
Hmm.
I think it's a homosexual myself. I think it's
I don't
probably
know.
or a woman.
Two guys are in their 40s with a 21-year-old. I think it's okay. I went, no, I mean, I don't think that, you're leaving because of what, Jeff?
That is okay, XX. There's nothing wrong with that. They're
I
sexually.
don't know. I wouldn't be able to. See, it's different though with men because people don't point it out as much. They're like, slapping him on the back. Same thing like if a guy sleeps with a lot of women, they're
Right.
like, oh yeah, get it. But if
Well,
it's
I
the
was
opposite
43.
way, the girl's a slut and,
Right.
May December romances never work. That's not gonna work. That's all you hear if you date a younger guy. That's not gonna work. That's not gonna
Well,
work. I
when I
don't mean like,
how about 14 and 25, 43 and 25? I was 43 and she was 25. And she turned 26 right after we started dating. But then I dated a woman who was over 70 and she was hot. She was a very, very well off retired journalist and
mm-hmm,
she kept herself up really good. She, she drove me wild with passion. I didn't, you know. So it's
like
not
her.
always about age or station in life or whatever. It doesn't matter now.
Mm-hmm.
Anything goes now, just about. Not anything,
I
but
don't know what that means. It says legit. Sounds like her. I don't know what that means. I'm not. No, he said he thought it was, but he doesn't anymore. Yeah. I slept with 10,000 women, but I was dreaming. I was dreaming. It's funny. You guys are funny. It's been a pretty good live stream though tonight, but I think I'm gonna end it because I know there's like 25 people here, but I'm tired tonight and I get a lot on my mind. So
oh, really?
I'm not my
Okay.
I'm not my regular giggly self. In case
I
you didn't notice.
okay. Well, I didn't plan on staying on that long. I was just going to pop in and pop
No, no,
off.
no, secular. It has nothing to do with you.
Okay.
Nothing at all to do with
Well,
you. I mean, I'm being serious. I'm just
okay. Well,
not.
we don't like
I have
hearing
to.
you down blue. You usually
Yeah,
come
I
up
know.
with a
I don't
song.
like being that way either. I was ready to just stay in bed all day and not even go on YouTube.
I
But
wasn't that prudently clone either. I popped in. I swear on my daughter, that wasn't me.
yeah, it's sad when people go around cloning.
I'm back again. Survivor.
Oh, I know.
I'm winning again.
Thank you though for coming in and clearing things up. I appreciate that secular, and it takes
I
somebody.
appreciate you. We appreciate you very much. I'm not. I'm
Thank
going to concentrate more on. I'm trying to get off the internet. It's too time consuming and addicting. But I'm just going to try
It
to
is
enjoy,
addicting.
try to find interesting subjects for people for
Mhm.
videos. And
XX says,
I never asked for anyone to subscribe or to like. I want to earn that. I'm from the World War II generation. I want to earn those subscriptions. I don't ask anybody to subscribe or like it. If you don't like it, something I write, you leave a bad review. I'm not going to delete it. So I just want to
X,
have fun.
X,
I want to enjoy this.
XX said secular. That's SG song.
That's right. Yeah, I agree with you about XX, about the tradition too, marriage and tradition. I like to bring tradition back.
Mhm.
Oh,
And
okay,
she says,
well, I
"We'll
just
get me back to the happy times."
right.
And Lulu, he wasn't taking advantage of you, or maybe he was, but I like to think it's because you're so beautiful and wonderful that he he really wanted to be with you. But I don't want to think that anybody took advantage of you, Lulu, because you're such a nice person. I hate to think of. I just want to just be happy.
He's
That's
back
all.
again.
Huh?
How do you go? How's that song go?
I deleted a comment. I deleted a comment. XX. What comment? I didn't delete a comment. Who deleted a comment? XX. Who deleted a comment? I want to know.
Fine, Renee.
Oh, how did secular? Oh, delete a comment from Thank you. I appreciate that, Tiger. Oh, okay. All right. I'm sorry. I was like, I would never do that to you. Okay. Thank you, Moonchild. Yeah, Tiger, you caught it just at the end because I'm not feeling myself tonight. And normally, you know me, I would go on for hours, but I'm just
Goodness.
quiet tonight, overwhelmed. But want to count down with me, Sekiro? Thank you so much, you guys. I appreciate you guys so much, and I
Okay.
really do. And I
Okay.
just, I can't keep myself away from you. It is addicting. You guys are addicting because you're very nice.
We're
I'm
addicted.
not addicted to the internet. I'm addicted to you guys.
5,
4,
3,
3,
2.
2, 1.
Peace,
Peace,
love,
love,
and
and
tacos.
tacos.
Peace, love, and tacos.
Love you guys.
Love you, honey.
Bye.
Bye.
Love you. See you, Sec.